So you started in Canada, France, back to Canada.
Oh yeah, what brought me here?
I was gonna say that's a long way to get to Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so I was doing my creative writing degree. I technically never finished it because they wanted more money, and I had done all the creative writing classes, and they wouldn't let me into any of the classes I really wanted to do, which was like screenwriting or any of the film classes. It was a separate thing. I even like wrote a letter to be specially let in, and they were like, "Yeah, it sounds like you would absolutely fit the course. We don't let anyone else in." Or like any of the arts or performance or science, like they just wouldn't let me in. They're like, well, "You can take some nutrition classes." And I was
What
like,
are you trying to say?
I was like, I'm an anemic, gluten intolerant, fucking IBS general lady. I know as much about nutrition as I care to, like the level that you're gonna ask me to do. So I got mad, and I was like, well, no one's gonna be mad about a creative writing bachelor's degree. Like, I'm not gonna be a lawyer. I'm not, if I put this on my resume as if I graduated, that like who's gonna be like, well, we were gonna hire you, but then we realized that like Alicia actually finished her degree, so we're gonna have to, even though you're a better writer, we're gonna go with Alicia. Like, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I just said fuck it, and then I got a job as a writer at an app, a startup, and then I became the narrative director. So I was like managing 4 people, and it was moving really fast. COVID hit. It was crazy. We were all working from home. I kind of lost my mind.
As we all do.
Yeah, and it was hard being opposite. Like, everyone else was like, I can't work anymore. I'm at home, and I have all this time. And, oh, wow, I have time, and I'll bake bread. And my company was like, this is the best time to launch. Fucking go, go, go. And I was just like, why can't I be in sync with the rest of the world? Of course, lots of deaths happened, and that was terrible. So not in sync with that part of the world.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Different, lots of things going on.
But I thought that's the one time a creative company went, no, this is it. We're gonna close this deal. We're gonna make money now.
It was a lot. And then I saw, basically, there's a master's here for TV writing at Glasgow Caledonian, and I saw it on some comedy newsletter that from the UK that I subscribed to, and was like, oh, that would be. Like, that's kind of, I basically did figure out in the pandemic, talking to my flatmate, because it was like, do you want to do comedy? Do you want to do this? Or do you want, like, what do you want to do? Because, I just love doing so many things. And I kind of narrowed it down to being like, I really would love to be in a TV's writer room. I love collaborating. I love pitching ideas. I love more like taking an idea and then finding 20 ways that could go, or different versions, or how to heighten it and edit and script edit. Like, I love all of that. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. This course came up. Great, applied, got in, visa hell, got here. The whole course was done on Zoom. So that was upsetting, and won't go into the course. It had some good parts. It had some parts I'm still angry about. And,
okay. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I feel like they owe us money, and we only got a portion of what we're supposed to get, but we paid the same amount. Do you know what I mean? That's what. Yeah. And we made a complaint. They said, "Well, we've looked at the complaint, and we don't think so." And I was like, "How is this the system where you make a complaint, and then it's like I did something, I hit you with my car, and then you were like, hey, Kate, there's this incident, you hit me with a car," and I was like, great, I'll look into that. I'll be like, actually, I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's almost like I shouldn't be the one overseeing the complaint against me.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's a bit of a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I'm just saying. Like,
yeah, I could have been. And I'm saying that it's wrong. So anyway, finished the degree, really loved, I think, I just love the UK in terms of like the passion it has for comedy and for performance and the good TV that it makes and the funding that goes into that. I just think the amount of film and TV that is here or should be here right now, but no one's commissioning anything at the moment. But otherwise it's better TV.
I was gonna ask how would you say that like British TV is better to Canadian TV?
Yeah, we just don't make as much. Like, everyone thinks Canada has a bustling film and TV industry. And they do to a certain point.
Yeah.
They make shows, but so many of the shows that are made in Canada are U.S. companies filming in Canada because it's cheaper. So we kind of become this haven for filming.
It's a bit like London coming up here to you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Disney coming up. It's Suits filmed there. So many shows just go and film because Toronto's a really good replacement for New York. It's so much easier to shut down if you need to. It's like less people. It's just
Interesting.
So like I think below the line workers have a good time of like, great, there's lots of things filming. Again, not at the moment. But for self-made content, and again, it does exist. So, but just at like certain levels, and I think here there's such a clear pipeline from performer or theater maker or stand-up into TV and getting on TV, writing, trusting, like being nurtured. Like they want to develop talent.
Yeah. So you're saying like it's like the current's with you rather than against you. Or
I think
they're just neutral.
They know how to make theater into TV because that's like that's how it started here. It was like they just filmed theater performances, and so then it became this art of how to make that actually work for being filmed and take advantage of it being filmed. I think that's just really inspiring. There's just a script, like what they make here is like you watch it and you feel taken care of for the most part. There's still bad shows.
Yeah,
but I feel like you feel taken care of as an audience member because they are really better at striking this balance of making you feel smart as an audience member, but still like give you just enough information. Really good actors, really good like.
And they know when to end them.
Yeah, and they know when to, yes. And also, like, that's it. Less episodes, but higher quality. And, like, you're still engaged. So I think it's just, there's good Canadian TV shows, but it really feels like with how many they make a year and how many people there are, it couldn't compare to what the UK produces.